And tonight on our Great American panel, he is the host of Red Eye right here on the Fox News Channel, author of the brand new book, The Bible of Unspeakable Truths. Greg Gutfeld is here, and he's the founder and chairman of the Faith and Freedom Coalition. Ralph Reed is back. She is a former advisor to former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid and former communications director for Governor Ed Rendell. Penny Lee is with us. You notice I said former, just jumping the gun. All right, the White House versus Sestak. Only one can be telling the truth. Either Sestak was offered a job or he wasn't offered a job. Where's the truth?
Well, I think that the truth is still to come out in the sense that, you know, one of the things that I do have a criticism about the Obama administration on this right now is the fact that they ask to be held to a higher standard, and they do need to come forth. You know, as we used to say, you know, when you're digging, quit digging and don't let the dish get rid of the shovel and don't let the dish get deeper. And that's exactly what they need to be a little bit more forthright about. Do I think anything nefarious happened? Absolutely not.
Why are they acting this way?
Do I think that this has happened for as eternity as we? This is no different than
so everybody does it. That's going to be the excuse? I don't think that's going to fly, Ralph.
I don't think that washes. Number one, this is a president who, when he ran, promised he would change the way Washington did business. He's made it worse. It's one thing to have an informal conversation with a candidate and say, look, if it doesn't work out, we'll try to help you. But to offer a tangible, specific monetary and political benefit,
Ralph, you don't know that.
That's what Sestak said.
He did not say a specific job with monetary.
You showed the clips earlier.
He did not.
No, and
factually, Ralph was right.
Let's be clear. If what he was saying was not true, they would have denied it. They have never denied it. All they've said, they have given a parsed Clintonian answer of, we've cleared it with the lawyers, nothing inappropriate happened. That's not an answer. It's not going to wash.
Right?
It's the best argument for the post-Bush presidency. What's the big deal? If any of these things had happened, whether it's the spill or whether it's this with Sestak happened when Bush was president, deal. But now that it's Obama, the measure of good faith in the media is, what's the big deal? This happens all the time. Apparently, in the era of transparency,
I'm having a hard time understanding you, Gutfeld. What do you say?
I'm saying they're saying it doesn't matter because it's Obama. He's different.
Yeah,
so
but something is happening here that we had not seen before. I mean, and believe me, during the campaign from when I first interviewed Jeremiah Wright in March of 2007, you know, I felt like a lone voice, and there were others, conservatives, that would talk about it, but the mainstream media, they're now asking Gibbs the tough questions about Sestak. They're now asking about the oil spill. This oil, when it comes ashore, he's got himself one heck of a political problem to answer the questions. Why didn't you act sooner? Why didn't you help? Why were you so slow to react? Did you offer Sestak a job? On whose authority? What did you know? When did you know it? They've got problems coming up here, Penny.
And they should be held accountable for all of these actions and for these things. And I think as far as the Gulf is concerned, they were there. And immediately there is BP does own a lot of this responsibility. Was the government lax as far as the regulation and the oversight? Completely.
Right,
the whole division.
But the whole division. We're talking about two different things here. The political issue
here's the problem, Sean. You have a pattern. Okay, this basically what you have is the philosophy of the far left married with the political thuggery of Chicagoland politics.
That's a great way to put it.
And it isn't just what happened with Sestak. They also promised Specter, when they dangled out the switch to him, that he would keep his seniority on committees, that Obama would endorse him, that he'd go up there and raise him $1 million. What was the Cornhusker kickback
how is this different than when Vice President Cheney? How is this different than when Vice President
for Blanche Lincoln about? It's one payoff and one legal bribe after another.
Can you see this ending up in somebody going to jail?
I don't think there's any way to prejudge that, but I will tell you this. If I were White House counsel, I would be very concerned about the press secretary for the President of the United States being unable repeatedly to answer a direct question about whether or not a job offer.
Bottom line is, government jobs are like trinkets. It's like when you're at Christmas, you want a pony, your parents give you a rabbit. That's exactly what happened here. They just gave him a trinket, and it's kind of disgusting, but that's the way it's done.
How would you introduce Penny on your show?
Penny's so bright that the sun has to wear penny shades.
We'll take a break. We'll continue more with our Great American panel next.